just smells like carcinogens.
I don't like that.
They were doing workout here on Saturday.
It's gonna be about the stink. It's around.
Yeah. Why do they always train somewhere that smells like shit?
So we're going to start using RSI on a weekly basis every Monday, just to check out their readiness and how they're handling training. We made a significant bump up in both volume and intensity last week, which is always a little ambitious. So it's going to be interesting to see where the RSIs are relative to what they did on a fresh deload week about 10 days back. And then we'll use that on a daily or on a weekly basis just to kind of make assessments and see whether going a little too overboard or how well they're handling training. Ideally over time we should see that maybe RSI is dropping during our heaviest training loads, and it's indicative of that. It's a good indicator of readiness. And then when we're trying to freshen up and be ready to perform, that RSI is really topping out. Today we had a handful of numbers that were even PRs, which coming after last week's big training week is always good to see. It means we're handling the training volume well.
Blue stuff on your chin.
You ever heard of the Blue Man Group?
I'm dead. There's blue stuff on his chin. Is there?
Yeah, have you ever heard of the Blue Man Group?
Yeah.
He was outside.
Were you making out with him?
Yeah, of course.
Start to keep the feet behind you all the way through 15. Jack, you got to push out. You just walked out on that first step. That's why I left you behind. Matt, you looked real nice, but you popped the head up and the hips came through. So chin stays in line with the body. So we opened up with some hurdles today. It's our second week hurdling. We're on some low hurdles on a cheat just to re-intro these guys, start to get them used to going over hurdles and regulating stride patterns and that kind of thing. Then right now we're complexing some heavier sled pushes for 4 steps with some short accels. 4 steps on the sled push, rest a little bit, come over and do some 15s. We do 3 of those, repeat that same thing for 20s, repeat it again for 25s. 9 reps altogether, 3 at 15, 3 at 20, 3 at 25. Proceeding each rep with 4 steps on the heavy sled push. We're looking for a little potentiation effect there, complexing, hoping to get a little bit out of the mechanical feedback from the pushing the big sled and see if it carries over onto the unresisted acceleration.
might be mindless, I might be mindless, but I ain't lifeless, but I ain't lifeless. I might be mindless, I might be mindless, but I ain't lifeless, but I ain't lifeless.
So we're using the kBox for our second time since these guys have come back to training. kBox is great. We're going to use it a lot for sports like track and field, for developing eccentric power. Last week we kind of introed it, finished up our sets of squats. We did 5 sets of traditional barbell loaded squats at about 80%. Then we finished up with 2 sets on the kBox, 2 sets of 8, just one big wheel intro to the stimulus. And then today we're going to do 2 sets of 8 again after a little bit heavier traditionally loaded squats, but today we're going to get after it. Pretty great workout today. Obviously everybody put in a lot of work. Got some new things on the video that you haven't seen. Some complexing, kBox, density based power cleans, some plyometrics and multi-jumps, handful of things that we haven't seen yet on the videos. Putting a lot of work into these videos, and we really appreciate it if you like and share them.
Thanks guys.